All right, so we're gonna start prepping from the top, literally with the cleaning action. And I still need to get my toppings and ingredients ready. But first, let's get the yogurt ready for when my toddler comes back here screaming about the yogurt that she asked me for about 10 minutes ago. All right, let's wipe the stove down. Now, as we're wiping the stove, we're gonna get all of our ingredients ready to make sushi. And my mom concept here is that the amount of time that it takes my daughter to finish her yogurt and for me to make the sushi, it'll be time for her nap and I can eat my sushi in peace. And it sounds like she's making a mess over there because I can hear the tapping of the spoon. I can eat my sushi in peace and she can nap, and it's a win-win situation. Okay, so we are going to reuse this oil for the shrimp. All right, I'm gonna wait and then add the oil. In the meantime, let's get the shrimp. And I want to do these in bowls that I can cover. Flour, egg wash, panko. Let's get the panko. And we are going to add Slabby Mama. This was hot. I'm gonna add just a little bit because I love this. And then let's add our heavy cream. And now we work on, just add some to this. This is gonna be just flour. There we go. Cornstarch, just a little bit. Just give it a little extra crunch. That is 1 cup. 1 cup flour. Crumb in the flour. Yes, I should. Oh, that was too much. That's fine. I am trying to keep a clean working environment. I'm gonna mix it.
Because what I forgot to do was to add the slit on the shrimp. So we are going to cut the shrimp so that it prevents it from curling. I wish I could find. What are we gonna do? Let's do this. I really wish I could find my other cutting board. I have a smaller cutting board and I don't know where it is. So we're gonna use our parchment paper hack for less dishes. And a little cuchillo. Where's my smaller knife? Not visible.
All right, let's do this. We already have our shrimp seasoned. I seasoned it yesterday because I wanted this meal sort of kind of ready to go, so we don't have to clean and devein. So I'm doing 2 slits, and we're dipping in the flour, dipping in the egg wash, and dipping in the crumbs. Okay. Oh, a piece came off. Cut too deep. One's in there. So this alone is going to give me 1 roll. And what I'm going to do is we're gonna prep for 3. We're gonna prep for 3 so that throughout the day when I'm ready for my next roll, I can just make another one. Turn that over and turn the fire down because we want it to cook. We don't want it to burn. All right, another slit. Oh, tu madre. Oh, oh, that hurt. And you know shrimp doesn't take that long to cook. Let's turn this on. I like the previous batch that was nice and golden brown. So it was too high, too much high heat. All right, let's move on to the next one. I cannot wait to get my hands on eel sauce, man. Let me know what your favorite sushi toppings are. I'm very much excited for this venture. I taught myself how to make sushi on Saturday, right? Saturday was when I went to take the life insurance exam. I went Saturday, and Saturday I taught myself how to do this. Today's Thursday, and when I tell you that I've had sushi every single day just because I can, like my fiance is sick and tired of me. I'm not 100% comfortable yet venturing into raw foods. I did a smoked salmon, and I don't like it. Like yesterday when I added it into my sushi, I was like, bro, like the aftertaste of the smoked salmon, like it was already pre-seasoned. And that's probably what made me break out. I had an allergic reaction to it because I do break out in hives whenever I eat anything with paprika. So that's probably what they used because my face was like, bitch, what is you eating? But that smoked salmon, yeah, I don't like it. All right, so we need one more. Let's do one more. And we should be good to go on the shrimp. And because I am already here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the shrimp so that the next time I tap into this dish, my shrimp is ready for this process, ready to be fried. And I don't have to bring out the cutting board. All right. So happy I got gloves. All right, and let's turn this one. And this one should be ready. This one should be ready. All right, nice. All right, so let's just cook these. What is it? I have 4 servings of shrimp tempura, I think it's called. For the record, when I go to get sushi, I don't buy shrimp tempura. I do raw sushi, so we're not doing too much at home. You guys are awesome. Because usually what I would do, I would keep stacking everything on top of this counter. And you will see a whole bunch of stuff on top of here, literally clutter. And because I'm live, fake live, because I'm with you guys, I'm like, oh, let's keep a tidy workstation. Let's not have too much going on. All right, so we're saving this. I save it for up to, I would say, maybe 3 days. Or until I'm done with the shrimp tempura. Boom, boom. Look at that. That looks good. Kimmy's Creation, my favorite chef. She highlights not saving it. And I'm like, we're gonna be alright. Should have got the bigger Ziploc bag for this one. Alright, so now we prep our sides. Let's move this over to continue cooling down. And let's get the saran wrap, plastic wrap, to protect our mat. And I saw apparently there's an easier way to do this. So on TikTok, they sell the capsules where you can just put the sushi in, assemble everything, and close it up. It looks really cool. So if you haven't purchased this already, I would highly recommend that because that looks so much easier, especially when it's time to cut. It's so much easier. Unfortunately, I already have this, so I don't need that. And we're working on saving money, which is why we now have sushi at home. So in the beginning, I was questioning why do so many rounds of this, and the roll that I did last night was very messy. I'm not expecting today's roll to get messy at all, but I do want to protect my bamboo. So we're gonna do a couple extra rolls. There has to be an easier way to do this. If y'all got an easier way to do this, please let me know in the comments, because Lord Jesus, what the hell? All right, now we need it to cut. All right. And then let's fold this up and fold this side also, so none of that liquid gets in there. Mat is ready. Let's bring this back because we're gonna need this for when it's time to cut and plates. And we're gonna use a fancy schmancy plate. And I still want to keep using, where'd I put the wax paper? Is it right in front of me? Yes, it is. I keep using this. All right, so we are going to cut cucumbers. We are going to cut avocado. So I already have this piece here left over from the cucumber that I bought, I think like 2 days ago. All right, so this big chunk, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna cut it down the middle. Did it cut? Yes, it did. So we got 2 pieces right there. Then we're going to peel. That looks about right. What I need to perfect is the Connie salad. If I can perfect that Connie salad. So we are julienning, I hope that's the word. We're julienning the cucumber. I don't need that much, so that's okay. And then we're gonna save the rest for later. Here to report that she indeed had the yogurt all over the place. Took off her t-shirt. We gonna come back to that later. Cut avocado. Alright, so because I'm Dominican Caribbean, I'm used to slicing it and then scraping it out with a spoon. But all these sushi connoisseurs, wait, we want that. Slice it that way. So let's do that. Alright. And I don't mind the thick pieces. Just cut these right here. There we go. All right, that's ready. Is this way. And I've seen them take off, I saw at least an inch. I've seen someone say that they take off at least a ½ inch. So we're gonna take this off. And what this does is that it allows you a clean and crisp roll, because I was wondering why they do that. So if you use the entire nori sheet, what you will have is an extra, explain it. It's like when you do the roll, it doesn't look pretty because then you have extra nori and you don't have the rice over it, because I try not to put that much rice either. We're still in the learning phases, so just know, cut at least ½ inch of the nori sheet. It's not mandatory, it is optional. I tried it both ways. It doesn't change the taste. It's just technique. All right, so this is jasmine rice, regular jasmine rice. It is not any special or specific. I'm sorry, I forgot to wet my hands. So you wet your hands so that the rice doesn't stick to your hands. All right. So this is regular jasmine rice. It's not any specific sushi rice, and I'm like, that's probably why I'm getting full faster, and why my rolls come out so much more thicker, because I'm trying to get the logistics of how to not make it come out so thick. So I usually put it on here and then automatically start pressing it into place. And today we're trying a different technique. So I'm gonna spread it around first before I start pressing down on the rice. So this is regular jasmine rice, 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. And for the marinade, it is about half a cup of rice vinegar, and about a tablespoon of sugar, and about a teaspoon of salt. Right? So I spread it around, and now we press it down. It is very important that you completely fill all the empty spots on the nori leaf, on the nori paper, because what I noticed is that when I leave little patches, my sushi roll starts breaking apart as I'm picking it up. So the rice allows for it to have a little bit more adhesion. And this is trial and error, you guys. I am not a certified sushi maker. I went on TikTok. I've had this kit since 2022 when I was pregnant with my first child, and I never put it to use. So right now what we're doing is that we're filling out all the blank spaces on the nori leaf. The nori paper. I'm gonna get it right. Let me see. Sushi nori. It's called sushi nori. All right. Nice. Perfect. Pat it down. Good. This is crunchy garlic topper. Spread it around. And I'm just going to do it in the visible spot so it's more centered. The past couple of rolls that I've put it all over. Estamos tratando de economizar también. And now we do our filling. So we're putting shrimp and shrimp. Boom, boom, boom. And let's add a cucumber in every bite. I like cucumber. We love cucumber. And we're adding avocado in every bite. And last but not least, the main character, which is our cream cheese. The cream cheese was on sale for $3.99. I was so happy. So moving forward, I will be getting my cream cheese in bulk from BJ's because it's much more cheaper. And heavy on the We Got Sushi at Home is lit. I'm going to keep experimenting with all the different styles and all the different flavor options of things that I can put in my sushi. This morning I did do a breakfast sushi roll. That was so cool. I put too much salt, but it was so dope. There's so many different things you can do with sushi. I want to add a little bit of crab, just a little bit, not too much, because then I don't want my roll to look super bulky. So this is our imitation crab. Again, don't judge me, because once I get this down packed, I will figure out how to get the real crab meat. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw it in a can, and I was like, oh, and then it says that it can have little pieces of bone. I was like, yeah, that's too much work. So this, you just cut it and apply it. So because the yum yum sauce doesn't have a lid like this, I'm gonna pour it on the inside, and just a little bit, because I don't want to put too much and then it's oozing outside of the roll. So we don't want the roll to be wet, I would say. And then half of this roll is going to have yellow banana peppers, just on half, not the whole thing. And I missed another topping. I know I had to add some hot sauce. Okay, some Cholula hot sauce on the other half. Yes, why not? Boom, 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 boom. All right, that was a hit yesterday. Because remember how I said that I added the, what was it? I added the smoked salmon in there and it just tasted crazy. So now we're just rolling it and tightening it in. And then we're going to move it back a little bit so that we can get every free edge. Boom, boom. Perfection. And that is it. That is our roll. The fancy schmancy plate. Where am I going to cut this? We can cut this over here. This I'm using with this. And this I'm using with this. So we try not to cross-contaminate. All right. Let's move the roll over to the cutting station. And I need to wipe some of this off. Now, another hack that I saw was using saran wrap to cut the slices. I tried cutting the slices manually, and when I say it was a disaster. Oh, oops. My bad. It was a disaster. Wait, I'm trying to cut. There we go. That should be fine. All right, so you want to take your saran, put it right over. Can y'all see from there? And we're gonna do like this. Where is, there we go. All right, so can y'all see? I'm putting my hands over the roll. I want to give y'all the actual view. Hold on. All right, so I'm putting my hands over like this. Can you see? It's like a hook. And then I'm cutting in half. And then I'm cutting the halves in half. Oh, it smells so good. And then I'm cutting the halves in half. Perfect. And they are ready. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, so good. So what I want to continue practicing is how to plate them. Because there are so many different styles. Even though it's all going to the same place, we don't want it to look crazy. So we have 8 pieces. And this one goes here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now we add our toppings. So I've loved the duck sauce. Oh, y'all can't even see the plate. My bad, y'all. All right, so we are adding some duck sauce. And it gives it that sweet kick. So good. Too fucking good. Pardon my French. And then we're adding spicy mayo. Sriracha mayo. So good also. Okay. And then I would like to add my crispy fried onion. Can I do that? Crispy fried onion. So good. So good. So this is our topping. I'm also trying not to overdo it, y'all. Because this is where the calories get packed on. Yes, this is supposed to be a low calorie meal. If anybody knows the specifics of how many calories this is based on everything that you just saw me put on there, feel free to put it in the comments because I don't know. And we need, all right, so let's add some soy sauce. Reduce sodium. And you know I had to get these. All right, so we also have some ginger. I'm excited. Bon appetit. I'm so excited. Oh my god, yeah, you taught yourself how to make sushi. It's over. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, that's a lot.